Yo, 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 yo. Wait, what was the intro again? My fault. Yo, yo, yo. You already know what it is. Your boy, infamous Ty, Mr. Too Much Sauce, representing Flatbush, Brooklyn. We out here at Photo Vybz Studios. Major shout outs to Bunji Vybz for putting this dope ass interview together. I need all my entrepreneurs, artists, upcoming talents, small business owners. If y'all want that interview, contact Photo Vybz. Get your promotions up and running. Let's get it.
Alright, man, what's up, Mr. Too Much Sauce?
You already know what it is, man. I'm blessed to be here. It's the last fucking day of the new year, till the new year, so I'm here, man. What's up? Talk to me.
That's what we here to do. Introduce yourself to the world. Let everybody know what's up.
Infamous Ty, representing Flatbush, Brooklyn. Mr. Too Much Sauce. Make sure you stream that single Too Much Sauce that's out now on all platforms. Make sure you tap into that music video Too Much Sauce that's out right now. We almost at 30,000 streams. And make sure y'all tap into all the music as well. Connect with me on social media. Instagram, infamous__Ty. Connect with me on Facebook, Real Infamous Ty. I'm here, man. Let's work.
Alright. So, you're a rapper, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so what's a couple of your top songs?
Couple top songs right now. Too Much Sauce, obviously. And Never Gonna Change, featuring my homie Just Right. Major shout outs to Just Right. And Wicked Streets. Those are my top 3 songs that's, out right now.
Okay. Have you worked with any other artists?
I worked with a handful of artists in the past. I worked with Just, Jay the Beat Slayer. I work with my guy TRB. I work with my GGMG team, Lonnie Lyric, Reloaded Rose, Slim Jackson, G2, 11, Saya. It's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I got a handful of artists I've been working with, and I got more working with in the future.
Okay. Do you got anything in the making? Anything coming out soon?
Yeah, I got a lot of shit in the making. First things first, I got that Wicked Streets music video that's supposed to be dropping soon. I got my first album, my first LP, Infamous Diaries Volume 1, that's supposed to be coming. I got new merch on the way that's supposed to be coming. And just giving y'all bare visuals, just straight applying that pressure when it comes to that visuals, because obviously showcases it's not it anymore because this whole pandemic, but to entertain you guys is visuals, so I need y'all to stay tuned for them visuals. You heard? Mm-hmm.
Give me your take on hip hop right now.
I feel personally hip hop is growing. In my opinion, it's like a tree. It has different branches. I get the old heads. They want to stick to the conscious, uplifting the community. Uplifting their black brothers and sisters, which I get. That's cool. But I feel that they shouldn't be bashing the new wave or the new artists. Because it has to grow. It has to evolve. In order for something to grow, it has to evolve. So I feel that it's cool, even though me personally, some of the music I really don't like. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I really don't like it. But I respect the growth. I respect the development where, artists is getting more creative with their sound. They're getting more creative with their bars. They're getting more creative with their visuals and things of that nature. So it's a growth, and I definitely respect the growth. So hip hop got to evolve. Yeah.
So what type of artists do you like?
I'm mainly like the 90s, 2000s, Big, Pac, Cassidy, Vado, Jadakiss, Joel Santana, Ace Hood, Ludacris, Cameron, Rick Ross here and there, Meek Mill, that era. That solid 90s era, that solid 2000s era, 50 Cent, G-Unit, Dipset, that era, that's really my era. For this era, I could do A Boogie here and there. I fucks with 22 G's. And it's a couple more that I like in terms of this new era. But can't really think of it right now. But it's a couple of y'all that really got some fire shit that's out. You know.
So, what made you get into rapping?
When I first started, I was doing poetry. I was doing poetry at in the 10th grade, but I didn't really took it really seriously. It was just a talent that I had. But to really kick the flame was the following year, 11th grade, where my boy Desi Hines from Pro Era that I used to go to school with, he was rapping, he was getting his buzz up, things of that nature. So I felt like, if homie could do it, then I could do it as well. So, I made an unfortunate decision by cutting class, cutting school, just to be in the studio all day from like 12 to 6, just working on my craft, perfecting my craft, I went from freaking recording in the closet with some cheesy quality to like on some crazy quality, and it's just from project after project, day by day, I just been progressing. And that's what really, put the fuel to the flame. Is my boy Desi Hines. Give a major shout outs to Desi Hines doing this thing, man. For real, for real.
Okay, so tell me about a couple of highlights from your rap career.
Damn, I got a lot. But to narrow it down, my first open up event, I open up for Cassidy. That was back in 2014. Fast forward, I did the Apollo. That was like 1,500 people, and that's all facts. Y'all can look it up on my Instagram. I even got the certificate and all of that. I did America's Got Talent. I auditioned for America's Got Talent. I got a digital distribution deal with Rockmass with partnership with Sony Music back in 2017. Killing showcases with freaking Self, Drewski, Hip Hop Mike, Sus One, Honey German, all the Power 105 DJs, all the High 97 DJs. I have so much fucking highlights, it's not even funny. Out of state shows I did in PA, out of state shows that I did in Jersey. I got a lot of highlights, but unfortunately I had to narrow it down, Yeah.
So what kind of kid were you growing up?
To be honest with you, I was more like the go to school kind of kid, not getting myself in trouble. I'm not gonna sit here and portray an image like I was this bad kid. Like, don't get me wrong. Kids have their moments and whatnot, but I was always that go to school, turn in my homework, assignments, things of that nature. I was always that kind of kid. I was always hanging around the cool guys, things of that nature. I was never like into no gangs or into no crazy bad environments or none of that. I was just always doing my thing in school.
So what was your favorite subject?
Favorite subject? I could say social studies, because with social studies, like, everything was just 1, 2, 3, especially in high school. Everything was just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It was always social studies was my favorite subject. I could definitely say that. The timeline on how, with the world, how it got evolved, the major events in social studies. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite subject.
Tell me about a breakup you had when you was in school, or a relationship that you'll never forget from back when you was in school.
Oh, I remember this breakup. It was my ex. Her birthday is basically 2 days before mine, because I'm a Leo and whatnot. So she's a Leo as well. So how we met, at that time I was cutting class in high school, but everybody had their moments and whatnot. So I had a hairstyle. I had like a wash and blowout, so my hair was pretty much like up to my shoulder, up to these sweater straps. So she had wanted to braid my hair on campus, and it was a hot summer day. Um, so she asked her, if it's okay for her to braid my hair. And whatnot. So I was like, all right, cool. So it's her friends, my friends, and whatnot. At the time we exchanged AIM because AIM was popping back then. So we exchanged AIM. We got to know each other. We talked, chopped it up. A few weeks later, she said she was moving and whatnot, and we're not gonna be together. We're not gonna see each other. So that was a heartbreak. That was definitely a major, major heartbreak. That definitely crushed me because that I always used to write poems for her. So, and I don't know if she still got it, but I always used to write poems for her to, show my expression that, how much I really love her at the time and whatnot. But yeah, that was my crazy breakup when she said she was moving.
So if you could get her back, would you?
If it happens, then it happens, I can't really force nothing. She can't force nothing. But I'm definitely open for that kind of conversation. To be honest with you, if we really have to rekindle, then I'm all for it. Like I'm definitely all for it. No cap.
Did you guys keep in contact all this time, or?
We did kept in contact. We still got each other's social medias and whatnot. As far as like us communicating, it wasn't on some everyday kind of thing. It was like on some here and there, once in a blue moon kind of thing,
So what made you start the name brand Too Much Sauce? Like, what made you get into selling clothes and all different types of merch?
It's basically off the record Too Much Sauce. So about the record, I structured the record based on the consumer's perspective. Because if you listen to songs nowadays, it's structured for a specific vibe, specific mood, specific feeling, things of that nature. So I structured the song based on the consumer's perspective. So, prime example, Too Much Sauce can go multiple ways. It don't have to be a specific way. So you could say, oh, I got mad niggas in my inbox. I got too much sauce. Oh, I got high credit score. Too much sauce. I got drip. I got the latest fashion. Too much sauce. It goes multiple ways. So fast forward, I had a vision to turn the song into a brand. So I figure out, with the logo, the logo was going to be attractive to the people. So at first I started making t-shirts, had universal colors, black and white. And then I started branching out to the hoodies, the winter beanies, the crop tops for the ladies, the headbands, the face masks, sweats as well. I started branching out. I'm still going to branch out even more. So it's pretty much like a all-in-one universal kind of thing. And that's how I really started.
What era of hip hop would you say is the worst era of hip hop?
That means how you classifying the word. So you classifying it musically, or you classifying it based on the business. Shit. As far as musically, I don't think there's a worse era, because I feel like every era has their prime, and every era has their own time. But to answer the question, I feel today's era, because the music is so repetitive. Everybody's sounding the same. The beats all sound the same. The sound all sound the same. It's not really a lot of creativity in terms of making the music, because one artist can have drill music, saying whatever he's saying on the record, and then you got like 7, 8, 9, 10 other artists saying the same shit. So it's like, okay, who's really telling the story? Same thing with females, talking about their sexuality and their pussy and whatnot. It's like, okay, I get it. You are talking about your pussy and your sexual desires, but who's really telling the story? That's the question. So yeah, I would say today's era, to be honest with you.
If you could give some wisdom to a young, inspiring rapper, what would you tell them?
Live for yourself and not live for others. Be yourself. If you live for others, I'm telling you, you're gonna be in a rude awakening. The way how this world, the way how the direction of this world is going, you know, everybody got to start living for themselves and whatnot. You know, you can't necessarily listen to people because, you know, if you listen to people, you're gonna be stuck in phase one, and you'll forever be in phase one no matter what, because you're basically listening to people. And chances are, when people do listen to people, them same people that trying to quote unquote preach a message, 9 times out of 10 they failed in life. So they want you to fail with them. So just be yourself, do you, live for yourself and not live for others. Be patient, stay humble, don't get ahead of yourself, don't burn bridges, because once you burn bridges, you cannot build them back. And once you do burn them bridges, you better hope you can swim. Trust me. Being in the industry, being blackballed in the industry, that's something that you don't want to go to. I'm telling y'all. So yeah, that's my advice for y'all.
So tell me a little about yourself growing up. Like, did you have things hard, or were your parents strict on you?
Oh yeah, definitely my parents strict on me. Cause my mom, she's from the Caribbean, Guyana. My father was American. So yeah, they was definitely strict on me in terms of getting my stuff together in school, making sure that I have the grades and whatnot. Um, yeah, I would say I have it hard. I'm not saying that I was born with a golden spoon in my mouth, because at the time, moms was working, and basically whatever me and my brothers want, she'll automatically go and get it, you know. So we definitely did have it hard on a financial scale, but you know, the glory, the beauty with parents, they make nothing out of something, you know. So I would definitely say that, I had like the latest fashion and whatnot at the time. The Rockaways, the Fubu's, the Filas. I had those, the new Nikes, the new Jordans at the time. So yeah, definitely.
Tell me about an incident growing up that you'll never forget.
Incident growing up. Oh, damn, I had a lot of incidents. I'll never forget. Um, I'll never forget moving out of our apartment to a house at the time, because I felt that, at that time it was a huge step. It was a huge progress moving from a 2-bedroom apartment to a house at the time when I was in middle school. So at the time it was like, 2-bedroom apartments, you could, at the time, right, back then it was probably like $500-$700 at the time. So at the time, we wanted something big. We wanted something like more spacious and whatnot. So we found the house probably like a block over, probably like a block, 2 blocks over where I used to live at. And from since then, everybody had their own room. Everybody had their own cable, their own TVs, their own video games, PlayStation, all that good shit. So that'll definitely be a good moment. That I'll definitely never forget. Moving from our apartment to a house.
Did you enjoy toys as a kid growing up?
Oh yeah, I had I had the Hot Wheels collection when Hot Wheels was popping back then. I had that, and I definitely had wrestling. Like wrestling was my shit. The freaking Attitude Era, the Stone Cold, Undertaker, The Rock, Triple H. I had all them action figures, all of them shits. I had the wrestling ring, the entrance, the big ass entrance, the ramp, the Titantron. I had all that shit, bro. I was up all night just like playing with them shits, acting like a commentator and whatnot. Yeah, man. Those was the good times. Those was actually when wrestling was wrestling, but not this new wrestling now. But yeah.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
I have a list. I have a list. I have a top 10, not in order. I have Goldberg, Sting, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, The Rock. Let me see who else. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, and two more. It's always the last two that's always like a toss-up wild card. This era, Randy Orton, and and I'll say Ricochet. That's my top 10. That's my top 10 right there. I mean, I have more, but that would be my solid top 10. But if I have to swap somebody out with somebody, I would say I'll swap Ricochet out with Finn Balor. Finn Balor's my guy, bro. I fucks with Finn Balor.
So what's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? It's a tie between Thanksgiving and Christmas. The reason why I say Thanksgiving because it's like I just eat, and the beauty about Thanksgiving is like depending on how big your household is when you cook, that food is gonna last you for probably like a week so you ain't gotta get no outside food, no Chinese food, no nothing. Why? Because you got that Thanksgiving leftovers, and then Christmas is I'll say my favorite as well because the beauty of sending out gifts, being Secret Santa. I gave a couple people some gifts this year and whatnot, so I definitely hope they enjoy it. So yeah, I'll say Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Did you get any gifts this year?
Oh yeah, I got a perfume set. I got a G-Star sweats. Got some cash. That was really about it. Ain't really nothing too big or nothing too, crazy or whatnot.
So let people know how to contact you or acquire about some merch.
Facebook, the fan page is Too Much Sauce Clothing Brand. Instagram is Too Much Sauce _merch. I have winter beanies, I have sweats, I have crop tops for the ladies for the spring summer, t-shirts, headbands, dad hats, face masks, and also taking more suggestions in terms of branching out the brand and whatnot. So Instagram Too Much Sauce _merch, and Facebook Too Much Sauce Clothing Brand.
So all of the music that you put out, what platforms are they on? Tell people how to get to them.
They're on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play, Deezer, wherever you guys stream your music. That's where I'm at. Infamous Ty, the Warm Up EP Part 2. That's on all platforms. Too Much Sauce is on all platforms as well, and also there's going to be more music coming on all platforms as well. My new album is going to be on all platforms. To give you guys an insight, it will be available for pre-order soon whenever I announce the release date. So just stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Infamous Diaries Volume 1. That's going to be one crazy ass heartbreaking project. So the only thing I can tell y'all is grab a box of tissue when y'all listening to that project.